Hello out there, everyone. Today I am bringing you the gift of laughter. Well, actually, I'm gonna sell you some laughter because this, my friends, is an outrageous book by Chelsea Handler. It's called My Horizontal Life. This is a memoir documenting all of Chelsea's one-night stands, and there is some pretty crazy stuff in here, guys. I don't even have the words to describe the kind of trouble she gets into in this book. I'm gonna come right out and say it. She is a very horny woman. She is no Girl Scout. Well, I kind of wish Girl Scouts were more like her because she loves to have sex with random strangers. Now, let me give you an example of one of Chelsea's flings. She was on a cruise ship. She, picked up a guy, had wild, passionate monkey sex. This guy knew very much what he was doing around the bedroom, if you know what I mean. Very well endowed, very self-assured, take charge kind of guy. Kind of tossed her around, threw her on the bed. Well, she woke up the next morning in a drunken, groggy stupor. She says, wait a minute, how old are you? Turns out, guys, the guy was 19 years old. She was 26 at the time, believe it or not. Now, she felt very much ashamed, as she should. That's just one of the many stories in this book. There's another time where she's on vacation in Mexico. She gets gets a midget back up to her room. Well, I don't know if it's okay to say midget, a little person. She got this little person back to her hotel room. She gets in naked. She sees a big old dick. Sorry to say, but there's no other way to say it. Big old dick on this little midget, right? She didn't actually follow through with this. I think she kind of came to her senses when she saw that penis and decided against having sex with him. But the fact that she even got a midget up to her hotel room in the first place shows just what kind of woman she is. It gets even more outrageous than that. Chelsea even went through a phase where she was only sleeping with black men. And let me tell you something, she is not shy to tell you why. She says they have I want to say larger penises, believe it or not. She prefers that sort of wider girth penetrating her. Now, on the other end of that spectrum, she goes home with a guy once, some little white guy, and when it comes time to do the dirty deed, right? She reaches her hand into that guy's pants, feels around in there, doesn't feel much, right? He has a very small penis. She ran out of that apartment so fast, guys. It's really funny stuff. Now, I'll admit, when this book came up in the rotation for my wife's book club, I felt a little bit threatened, this wild, liberated woman out there on the loose having sex with strange men and living to tell the tale. I was worried my wife might get some ideas, I'm sure it can get boring sleeping with the same man year after year, but let me tell you something, just hearing her chuckle aloud in bed next to me as she read this every night, I was more than a little curious to read this myself. I would kind of sneak this away and flip through and read, and I am so glad I did because I laughed so freaking hard. You're gonna love this, guys. $4, this book can be yours. Pull the trigger, boom! Take this home today.